What's up guys, and welcome back to Gabe Miller Music. Today I'm going to be making music pretty much with all drum sounds, specifically kicks and snares that I'll be synthesizing myself, using some plugins sent to me by Together Audio. And they're not sponsoring this video, but they are a friend of the channel. Basically, these are plugins where you can make kicks and snares entirely from scratch very easily, but with a good amount of control. And this is something I've been wanting to dabble in for a while, so when they approached me about sending this stuff over, I was super excited for it. Plus, I like their business model. They donate a portion of all their sales to charity, and this gives me an opportunity to make some kind of like Dylan Brady 100 gecs style production. So something kind of percussive, abrasive, and I'm just gonna try to make a bunch of sections of some kind of wacky beat and see where that takes me. All right, so here's the kick synth. This is like the basic version. And then this is the more in-depth version. So I want to make an 808 style distorted monstrosity. And I'll definitely add some other plugins into the fold as well to really push it over the top. So pretty much every kick drum, and for that matter, a lot of snare drums, are a tone going down in pitch really fast. So that's why you can control here how fast that goes down in pitch. But what I want as well is that tail. Does this? And it like chokes the previous sound. That's good. So that's definitely a good start. That's very much the vibe I'm going for. So let's go out of the plugin. Use one of my favorite distortion plugins. Maybe I'll try a parallel instance of that. So let's try and record something in 2, 3, 4. Just something super simple. This is our... Shut up. So I'm gonna turn off this click and let's insert new virtual instrument on new track. And in fact, if we're really trying to make synth stuff with this as well, it's not meant for this, but I think if it's percussive and synthy, I think it can work. Oh, that's cool. And also, as you're noticing, this is how you make a riser effect. Like that, just going up in pitch with a little ascending or descending. That's kind of intense. I actually really like that. Let's record it. So this is just screaming at me that it needs reverb and distortion, because it always needs distortion. All right, going into 2012 here. I'm here for it. Get some... That's kind of brutal. This is definitely the vibe I'm going for. And I'm gonna have some dramatic beat switch ups too. So actually, while I'm thinking about it, let me do that first. And that's gonna be a proper octave up. If I'm not careful, I might turn this into a double challenge of a one note song. So I'll have to rectify that eventually, but we'll get there. This is meant to be like scream rapped over, with a lot of auto-tune and a lot of distortion. So I haven't really dove into the snare yet. Let's see if I can come up with something involving the snare. Both of these plugins are pretty sweet. I've been playing around with them lately, just on and off. This, in my opinion, is a little bit weaker than the kick, but it's still pretty good. You can get some kind of like modern dubstep, like short clicky snare, or like modern drum and bass, like some noisy type stuff if you were to add, well, some distortion. Like that, emphasize the attack a bit after the fact. I like that short sample, the bit crusher plus the distortion. You're noticing a trend here, I'm imagining, that I have a few plugins that I go to continuously, repeatedly. And in fact, I did a whole video on that. If you'd like to check that out, I'll link it at the end of this video or in the description. That really changes the groove, actually, because if you have just the kick, it has a kind of drive to it. And then with the snare, it like makes it a little more laid back. So that can change up the feel of the section entirely. Can you make a clap with this? So I want this to cut off. So let's try to come up with one more whole switch up. And I was liking that deep earlier. So let's maybe give the listener a break from the abrasiveness and just give them bassiness. You can't even really distinguish between notes because of that pitch bend, but hopefully it still works. I like that as like a section by itself, as kind of a breakdown, and so then we can build on that. So disarm this, insert another virtual instrument. Something a little different. It's still a kick drum, but like it wants to be a synth when it grows up. Sounds like a siren. And I might do the reverb swell trick here as well. Okay, that could work. And then for the reverb swell, engage this here, select that as the last touch parameter, and then do a reverb swell at this little turnaround, and then have that like cut off and return back to its normal level. Give me exponential. There we go. That gives you the kind of exponential increase that I'm looking for. I think that's pretty sick. Eliminate of Disciple and YouTube fame introduced me and probably a lot of other producers to that trick, and I think it sounds dope. So this is like our little breakdown, and I want that to take us into one more section. I think that would be cool, like one more drop to really take the listener on a journey. Just a bit of a strange journey where all the sounds are drum sounds. So for this section, I actually do probably want to have a hi-hat, but I want to stick to the nature of the challenge. So I'm gonna try to make it out of a snare. See if I can make that happen by taking that 4 on the floor snare, rendering out a small chunk of it, and then cutting out, like out of context in a sense, a part of it, because there's like a lot of white noise involved. So if I take that little snippet, I think it could be cool. And that really does not sound like a whole lot until I kind of shape it. So that's the right shape for a hi-hat, but the pitch isn't doing it for me. So let's just send it up. And that is much closer. So then I can shape it a little further with some EQ. So now I can render this out and actually use it in the track and still keep to the spirit of the challenge. And then I think I'll duplicate that one. That way I can turn this one into a super clicky attack kick. Actually, we've got a few presets in here. That's actually a really good start. That's probably a bit low, but I like where this is going. So from there, I can bring in one more snare and go for like an 808 type snare. This was partially meant to be a useful and entertaining exploration of drum synthesis, and partially is an entirely self-indulgent exercise in making ridiculous music. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to watch my video about plugins that I love and use on a daily basis, you can click or tap somewhere on the screen. And if you'd like to watch another video where I make music from scratch, you can click or tap somewhere lower on the screen.